everybody, welcome to Lumiere Tarot. My name is Clair Summer and I'm going to be doing your pick a card reading for you today. Today this is an animal medicine reading, so it's just I'm going to be mainly focusing on animal spirit cards from this beautiful deck here, the Animal Spirit deck from The Wild Unknown. I don't know if you're familiar with this, but I absolutely love working with this. This is just a mini reading for you today. I've had a lot of requests from people in the community saying that they'd like some shorter readings so they can just sort of check in with the energy at any sort of moment in their life. So, you know, if I get a good response from this reading, if it's something that you guys enjoy, then hopefully it's something that I can do more of for you. So I'm looking forward to doing that. It's just a timeless reading, so whenever you found this reading, please know that there may be a message here for you. So the idea behind the animal medicine is that lots of things can act as medicine for us. You know, we're quite familiar now with food as medicine. As a good example, you know, we can choose to eat crappy, poor quality foods, and then our energy will go down and our health will decrease and our immunity will decrease, or we can use food as medicine, and that will boost us, boost our energy, boost our healing, boost our immunity. So with this reading, we're just going to be looking at the messages that we've got here, and hopefully you can use those, and the medicine in that message will be, guide you, maybe give you some clarity, give you some support, give you some greater understanding into your situation or how you're feeling right now. So that's the idea behind it. I did this recently with some girlfriends of mine when we went out to dinner, and yeah, we had a really good time with it. So I wanted to share it with you guys on the channel. Remember, it's just a general reading though, so if you find it doesn't resonate, maybe there's just one message in your reading that does resonate with you that Spirit wants to share with you today. So just feel peaceful, find the message that does resonate with you. Okay, so this is group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4 and group 5. I'll just insert an overhead shot for you so that you can see the cards more clearly. I ask that you use your intuition today to guide you as to which of the 5 groups you would like to choose. So, just take a moment to drop down into your body, take a deep breath and feel peaceful, and make your selection based on that inner quiet inner voice that we all have. Okay, while you do that, I will just let you know that my book Love Academy is available through my website. It's for manifesting your soulmate, or for manifesting soulmate love into your life. I've written it from the heart, and it's a beautiful combination of practical tips that you can apply in your life, as well as that more spiritual and energetic aspect of manifestation. So if that resonates with you, do please check that out. I would love to share that with you. Okay, but let's get on with your reading today. I'm really looking forward to it, and I will see you in a moment. Hey everybody, this is the reading for everybody who picked group number 1. So I'm going to take a look at the energies in these cards and see what animal medicine we have, or sort of what animal spirit messages we have for you today. I've also picked a few extra oracle cards as well to see what messages come through from Spirit for you. But just remember, this is just a general reading, so just take what resonates for you now, or just see how it resonates for you at this particular time in your life. Okay, but yeah, it's very exciting. So I'll take a look at the oracle cards in a moment, and I'll start with your animal medicine cards. So you have got the beautiful raccoon energy here and elk. Okay, so the first thing that I'm noticing here is that these are both earth energy cards. Okay, so I think that Spirit is really saying, have you been spending too much time inside? Have you been spending too much time in the office or in the city? Because Spirit is really advising to kind of get back to nature. You need to spend a bit more time getting grounded, really walking barefoot on the earth and getting grounded and centered. Okay, so I think this is the message that's coming through for you with these cards. So with this wonderful raccoon energy here, this is really speaking to everybody who has, talents or is creative in some way. Now, this doesn't have to mean that you're creative for a living. You may do a job that isn't creative at all, but this is just, your own. Everybody has a talent. Everybody is creative in some way, even if that creativity is that you can just make a kick-ass lasagna or something like this. You've got that creativity. That is the nature of being human, is to express ourselves. So this raccoon energy is really saying, how can you express yourself more? You know, I'm feeling that you've got a lot of talent, a lot of creativity, but you're not believing in yourself and sharing that with the world. You know, perhaps you're thinking, well, I'm not good enough, or people don't want to know this, but they do. Spirit is saying, you know, do share what your gifts with the world, because it's going to make the world a better place when you do that. Okay, and you don't need to wait until you're perfect to be able to do that. You can do that right now. Just start where you are. So Spirit is really saying, believe in yourself, believe in those talents, believe in those creative ideas that you have. You know, or maybe you need to work on your skills and your talent if it's to do with you know, playing a musical instrument or painting or something like this. You know, maybe you need to invest in that in a little bit. But again, you don't need to be perfect. So, and also Spirit's really saying with this raccoon energy, be authentic. Okay, you can be your authentic self in what it is that you have to share with the world, and you will find your audience for that. You don't need to wear a mask. You don't need to pretend to be something that you're not. People will resonate with you more when you are authentic. Okay, so this is really saying you are ready to grow now. You are ready to take the next step. So if you have been fearful of shining your light, of sharing your gifts with the world for fear of rejection, you know, don't let your ego get in the way. Your ego's always going to be there saying, oh, what if people laugh at me? What if I'm no good? What if people don't like it? Now is the time, Spirit is saying, now is the time to take that next step. Shine your light brightly, because it will illuminate the way for others in whatever way resonates with you. Okay, so I see also that you're very, very generous. You've got a lot to share with people, you know, this light that you have to share with other people, your generosity, you know, your beautiful spirit, your beautiful creativity. You've got a lot to share with other people, so don't hide your light. Shine your light out there brightly into the world. This elk energy is really so amazing, such gentle, beautiful, but powerful. It's this combination of being gentle but powerful in this energy of the elk. So this is divine masculine energy here for you, regardless of what gender you are. So we're looking at yang energy. So the yang energy is action focused energy. So Spirit is really saying now it's time for you to take action. It's no good just having everything milling around in your mind, or you just keep meaning to do something. Now is the time to take action, whatever it is. Feel the fear and do it anyway. This is what the elk is saying to you. It's really saying, you know, get centered in yourself, get grounded like we were talking about in that earthy energy, because then you won't be swayed by other people's opinions. When you are grounded and centered in that root chakra energy, then when people come along and they don't like it, or they've got something to say about it, or they're trying to tear you down or undermine you, or they're being passive aggressive, then it's much easier just to say, do you know what, that's nothing to do with me. I'm not interested in your low vibrational energy. I'm just going to keep on raising myself up higher. Okay, I see that you're very supportive of other people as well, like you really believe in other people. You've got a lot of like you're a really good friend to other people. You believe in other people. I want to see your friends doing really well. This is the elk energy here, and that is really high vibrational energy. You may be called on in the next few weeks to sort of you know, show your support to somebody, so do make time for that. This elk energy is also saying consistency is the key. So it's about taking action, and taking action regularly. You know, keep doing what you're doing, and eventually you will be rewarded for that. Okay, so those are your beautiful animal medicine energies for you, the raccoon and the elk. We'll see what else we have here for you. So we have the beautiful card self-love here for you. So, you know, this is just a beautiful reminder, like we were talking about, shining your light. Believe in yourself, and that will make it much easier for you to shine your light out into the world. So perhaps this is a little message for you, just to love yourself a little bit more. Don't be so hard on yourself. You know, there's no need. There's no need. Be kind to yourself. Show yourself a bit of compassion. Show some of that compassion that you show to other people with that beautiful, friendly nature that you have to yourself. So where can you be kinder to yourself? Where can you let yourself off the hook? Okay? You don't need to walk the tightrope of approval. You don't need to be perfect. You can be imperfect and yet perfectly acceptable. Okay? So shine your light and you know, love yourself and your heart. I really recommend it's a beautiful meditation that you can do, where you put your hands over your heart, both hands just over your heart, and, you know, meditate for sort of 5 minutes just on that heart space and just bring that love back into yourself. Okay, you have the card Fragments here as well, which is really interesting. This is like very Seven of Cups energy. So I'm just feeling like some of these creative pursuits or that we've been talking about, maybe you've just got a lot of ideas in your mind. Maybe I could do this, maybe I could do that, maybe I should do this, maybe I should take it in this direction, and it's making you a little bit scattered. So again, it's this energy of getting centered, getting grounded in yourself, and then taking action on one thing, one step at a time. Okay, so Spirit is really saying, you know, bring those fragments in. You'll be more powerful when you bring them in, to focus them in this centered way into one thing. You'll be very powerful then. You'll be able to go forward and see the results that you've been desiring in yourself. And we have this card Hardship as well from the Wild Offering Oracle deck. So it says, may I embrace what's happening right now, as baffling or painful as it is. So whatever challenges or difficulties or pain that you've been going through, you know, this often can speak of you know, financial difficulties, the hardship that we're talking about here. So, you know, if you've been struggling to make ends meet at this time, or you just feel like that energy of lack, that sort of Five of Pentacles, there isn't enough energy in any area of your life, you know, that energy of lack of love, lack of affection, lack of friendship, you know, the universe is really just saying, just trust in the process as it unfolds. Okay, as you know, step into that self-love, show yourself compassion, you will come into right alignment. You'll begin to feel much better, and you just need to let this process unfold. I'm sensing that for some of you, maybe there are some blocks to abundance, you know, about believing in your own self-worth. There's definitely a theme of that through this, you know, with this raccoon energy as well. You know, believing of what you are worthy of. It's no good just wanting a certain amount of money. You've got to believe that you're worth it. So perhaps that's something that you can explore about, you know, delving deeply into your value. You know, what it is that you have to offer the world, and, you know, do you believe that it's valuable? So often I see people with amazing skills or talents or just knowledge, and they really undervalue themselves, they undersell themselves, they don't charge enough for their services, or, you know, they give away their services for free. I see this all the time because they just don't value what it is that they have to offer. So remember, whatever it is that you have to offer, not everybody can do. No, you know, you are one of a kind, you are unique. Only you can share what it is that you have to share in your own unique way, okay? And people, you will find the people who resonate with that for you, okay? That's everything that I have for you in this little reading for you today. I hope that it was beneficial for you and that it has given you some clarity or just something to think about today, some food for thought for you in these energies for you. But it's been wonderful. It has been my honor to read your cards as always. Do connect with me down in the comments. I love to hear what is going on with you in your lives. And if you feel called to, check out, my collection of beautiful guided meditations and affirmations to help to raise your vibrations and dissolve any blocks that you have towards love and prosperity. They're all linked in the description box below this video. But yeah, have an amazing week, and you're always in my thoughts. I love you all so, so much, and I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care now. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, this is the reading for everybody who picked group number 2. So I'm going to take a look at your animal medicine messages, your animal spirit messages. And we're just going to see what comes through for you. So just take it how it resonates. It's just a general reading for you today, okay? I'm going to take a look at the oracle cards in a moment because I picked a few oracle cards for you as well. And we're just going to take a look at your animal spirit cards right now, okay? So, oh my goodness. So you have unicorn and phoenix as well. So these are both incredibly powerful cards. Okay, so these are both like spiritual elements as well. So so this is very powerful. I'm just getting like a huge sense of like a big shift in your life and transformation which is coming. Now this could be an energetic shift, could be a big change within you, within yourself, within your spiritual self, or it could lead to physical changes which take place in your 3D world as well, okay? So with this Phoenix card, you know, I really, you know, or just both of them really, I just sense there's a big up leveling going on in your life. This is what I'm hearing. So, you know, you're just really like rising up. So maybe some of you in group 2 have experienced a setback or some sort of loss, okay? A job loss, the end of a relationship, you know, just sort of struggles going forward. You haven't made as much progress as you were hoping that you would at this time, okay? So this sort of disappointment and loss that we could be talking about could have happened a while ago or even years ago, but it's still having an impact on your life now. Maybe you've got into a negative pattern with it. Maybe you haven't been able to transform those feelings you know, that occurred at that time. But what I'm seeing here is that your rock bottom is going to be the solid foundation on which you rebuild your life, okay? If this is resonating with you, okay? So sometimes a loss or a setback, you know, we can interpret that as being very bad and being very difficult, but you can actually use the ashes of everything that has burned away as the compost for you to plant new seeds and build a new life. So I think what Spirit is saying, what your sort of animal medicine message is here is, you know, whatever it is that you have lost, you know, however this resonates with you at this time, then just know that it is for the highest and greatest good. I don't want to sound crass in your situation, but there is sort of the seeds of new hope and renewal in whatever it is that you're going through, you know, whether this is something that's happened in your external 3D world or whether it's something that's just happened, you know, a shift that has taken place within you, okay? But this is all just about transformation and newness coming in, new fresh energy is coming in. And I'm also hearing the word freedom as well. So perhaps you're letting go of an old pattern or an old relationship or friendship or something that is no longer serving you, but as a result you will feel a greater deal, you know, a big expansion. You're going to feel freedom, and that's going to lead to your expansion. You're going to feel expansive energy, like anything is possible for you now, okay? Which is going to be really empowering. So I think that's really beautiful. And then combined with this unicorn, this is such powerful energy for you guys in group 2. You know, such high vibrational energy, really powerful and beautiful. So the unicorn, it's so interesting because I've just finished reading a beautiful book which you may have heard of, because it's an American book called The Last Unicorn, and it is by an author called, I think his name is Peter Beagle. This is how I'm remembering it, but I could be wrong, and I'm really, really sorry if I am, but it's very beautiful. But the premise of this book is that unicorns still exist, but humans have changed to the point where we cannot see them, and we see them only as beautiful ponies or horses. So they still exist, but we're unable to see them because we are vibrating at a lower vibrational frequency, and we're no longer able to see the magic in the world, okay? So this card, you know, with that in mind, it's all about you getting a fresh perspective, being able to see things differently. Okay, I believe that you're going to be able to see the magic in life. Often life can feel very banal, but there is magic in the everyday. So, you know, Spirit is really encouraging you to look at life with fresh eyes and, you know, see this situation anew, you know, and when you do, you will be able to see the medicine in whatever experience it is that you're going through. You will be able to see the positivity. You will be able to see the silver lining to the cloud that you are experiencing. I see you really, maybe you're considering going on a retreat with this unicorn energy, to do some yoga or meditation or something like this. This is definitely highly indicated here. Maybe it's been something you've been considering but putting it off, but overall I definitely see you connecting to your higher self. That sort of access to that energy is really available to you now. Okay, your intuition over the next few weeks is going to be really strong, so definitely listen to that quiet inner voice within you, which will always guide you. Now is a time with this unicorn energy to follow your heart and not logic. Often our mind says to us, oh, we need to do this thing because this is the sensible sensible thing to do, and then our heart or our intuition is saying do something else, but it doesn't quite make sense to the logical mind. But now is the time to follow your heart. I call it doing a ding thing, okay? Something you get that inner ding, that inner sense within you that it's just right, even if it doesn't make sense. You know, when you follow those little inner dings, those where that little bell is ringing and saying yes, that inner yes is what I'm really talking about, then you won't be led astray. Also, this unicorn energy is saying that you are magical. Okay, so perhaps one of your affirmations can be, I am magical and people recognize my magic. So you're going through a magical time now, a magical time of transformation, you know, and an up-leveling into greater expansion of your consciousness. Okay, so I think that's really beautiful, really, really powerful, amazing cards for you in that animal medicine energy here for you as well. So we have this card, the Explorer. If you can see that here, very beautiful, very similar to the Fool card in the tarot. So it's about new beginnings, and just, you know, you're going to be having a lot of opportunities coming your way. So, you know, one of them you know, skills of life is really to be able to recognize an opportunity when it comes your way. I definitely know that this was the case for me, that I couldn't recognize an opportunity when it, you know, slapped me in the face in the past. So, you know, be open. You know, all you need to do is just say to the universe, I am open to opportunities, and you will be able to see those opportunities stacking up for you now. So if you've been feeling a little bit stagnant, a little bit low, a bit sad, then just know that new fresh energy is coming in for you. Okay, and with these opportunities, you're going to have the opportunity to build something new, to plant new seeds and see them grow. It's a very exciting time for you. Also, travel is indicated with the Explorer card. So, you know, travel may be on the horizon for you, even if it's not something that you've considered. It's definitely highly indicated in your energetic frequency now. Okay, so yeah, and also, you know, with this Explorer, maybe it's just that you're exploring your inner landscape, like we were talking about with the unicorn, of accessing your higher self. So, you know, maybe you're exploring your inner world because there is a universe within you which is available for you to explore. All the answers are in fact within you. So often we look outside of ourselves for relief or for answers or for the solutions, but the solutions are always within. Okay, we also have, oh my goodness, this card, Alchemy. This is very similar to the Magician card in the tarot. So this is really saying you have everything you need to create the life of your dreams. You know, and don't doubt it. You have everything that you need. So if you're just thinking, well, I can't do this or that, or my dreams can't come true because I'm not like this, or you know, I've got these health problems, or I don't have the confidence, or, you know, these are all lack mentalities, or I don't have the money, or I can't invest in this, or I don't have the education. You know, we have these big long lists, don't we, of how we can get in our own way, essentially. So this card is really saying you have everything that you need already within you to create the life of your dreams. So the message here is really start where you are. This is the second best piece of advice that I've ever been given, is start where you are with what you've got. Okay, you don't have to start at the top. Sometimes you have to start on the bottom rung of the ladder, and that is starting where you are with what you've got, and that will snowball into what it is that you desire. So so that's the second best piece of advice I've ever been given. But the first best is no one's going to rescue you. You've got to rescue yourself, which is a bit of tough love. And it's not your message for today, but it was a message for me once, and it did change my life. What else have we got? Oh, we've got the beautiful card Courage as well for you here, which is really amazing. So this is very similar to the Strength card in the tarot. So really, this is a time of you overcoming your own resistance, you know, where it is that you're holding yourself back due to your own fears, due to your fears of being rejected, due to your fears of not being good enough or being laughed at, or, you know, this is really your ego getting in the way of you creating your dreams. So I feel like you know, you're being asked to get out of your comfort zone for real, for definite, you know, with this phoenix energy and this unicorn energy. You know, what it is that you want in this life is outside of your comfort zone. If you keep on doing what you're doing, you'll keep on getting what you're getting. So this is a big push in the right direction for you to sort of overcome that resistance, overcome where you're holding yourself back due to fears. And it does take courage to answer the call of your higher self, which is what we're talking about today. We're really looking at that higher self energy, and your higher self is really calling you now at this time. There isn't any doubt about it. You're being called to level up, you're being called to do things differently. It's very exciting, getting a lot of positivity and exciting energy off of this. So, but the answer does lie outside of your comfort zone. So just remember that. You remember there is discomfort in your growth and expansion. All right, that's part of the human experience. That's everything that I have for you in this reading today. It's been my honor to read your cards as always. I hope that this reading has given you some clarity in your situation. Do connect with me down in the comments. I love to hear what is going on with you in your lives. If you feel called to, please check out my website with there's access to my beautiful guided meditations and affirmations to help to raise your vibration and dissolve any blocks that you have towards love and prosperity. People have been writing to me pretty much every day telling me their experiences of how their lives have changed positively as a result of investing in themselves in this way of doing this work for themselves, you know, and they're feeling so much better and seeing results in the 3D world. Okay, but have an amazing week. I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care now. Bye bye. Hey everybody, this is the reading for everybody who picked group number 3. So this is your animal medicine reading. We're just going to see what comes out. It's just a general reading, so just take it how it resonates for you in your personal circumstances today, okay? I'm going to take a look at oracle cards in a moment because I picked a few of those for you to clarify this reading as well. But we will start off with your animal medicine cards. So let's take a look. So you've got the beautiful scorpion and the elephant here. Okay, which is really amazing combination. So very powerful here. Now these are both our chemical symbols for fire. Fire element is here. So it may be that you are fire sign, sun, moon or rising, and that may resonate with you. Or it could just be that you know, this is indicating, you know, about taking action in the next few weeks, and also just your own passions, what it is that's sort of burning within you, that you want to be sort of getting on with, getting going, that you want to be doing, that you want to be sharing with those around you and with the world, the greater world in general. So the Scorpion card I really love. It's very interesting because, you know, this does speak to me about an unresolved issue which may be holding you back. It may be blocking you in some way from your goals and dreams, or from becoming your greatest version. So just sort of take that how it resonates. So, you know, this unresolved issue could be you know, quite recent, or it could be something as way back as from your childhood that you're carrying around within you in your heart space, and it is really weighing you down and holding you back. Okay, so this could indicate your triggers as well. The Scorpion energy really represents you know, being triggered. You know, what are your patterns? What is it that triggers you? You know, is it somebody getting too close to you? Is it, you know, some sort of road rage thing? Is it, you know, something when somebody says something, you just, you know, it lights your fuse and you lose your temper really, really quickly, and it makes you feel out of control. Why is that? What is that? You know, so it's going to resonate differently for different people in group number 3. But, you know, this is really your animal medicine is really saying, look at your triggers now. You know, perhaps in the next few weeks it might become clearer to you what that is. You can really sort of name it and nail it down and just think, yes, this is the problem. Because when you can name the problem, then that is the nub of the solution. So it's really saying with this card that healing is needed from this unresolved issue that you've got carrying around with you, because it's just using up so much of your energy, and that energy could be used in a more positive way. Okay, this card is really also a beautiful card about setting your boundaries. Okay, so where is it in your life that you need to say no? Now I know that, you know, a lot of people write to me from this community saying, you know, when we talk about boundaries and they start setting boundaries, that they feel guilty, or it feels uncomfortable, or it feels difficult, or they set a boundary and then they go back on what it is that they've said. So where is it in your life where you're saying yes, but you mean no? Look at that very carefully, because this Scorpion energy is really talking about you needing stronger boundaries, or being able to set your boundaries in a clear and fair way, and how people respond to those boundaries is absolutely their business. It's up to them. You know, they might lose their shit over it, or they might respect you. You know, a healthy person always respects someone when they set a boundary. It's only an unhealthy person who has their own issues that won't respect you when you set a boundary. So this is worth remembering at this time, okay? But this is definitely telling me that healing is needed, and that's going to become clearer for you over the next 4 to 6 weeks, you know, what it is that we're talking about here, all right? And then we have this beautiful elephant card. It's very auspicious, this card. You know, it speaks of positivity, new positive things coming in for you. You know, your luck is turning. If you've been feeling like you're a little bit unlucky, if you've been feeling like things haven't really been going your way, just know that your luck is changing now, okay? This is a card of good fortune. It really speaks to me about divine timing as well, of getting into alignment. You know, sometimes we go through life and, you know, nothing really works out, nothing's really adding up, things aren't really going our way, but you're just going to be getting a stroke of luck. This is the medicine in this card. So a stroke of luck is going to come your way, where you're just going to be like in the right place at the right time. You're going to bump into the right person just when you need to see them. So who's going to help you out? So if you've been feeling stuck, just know that you are easily going to be able to overcome your obstacles now, and it's going to become, the solutions are going to present themselves to you in the next few weeks. This is what's sort of percolating down into the energy. If you've been thinking, there's no solution to this, I don't know what to do. Remember, when we think these thoughts, when we think, I don't know what to do, we slam the door on the solutions, on the universe helping us out. So, you know, if you do feel stuck, always remember to be open. Just say, universe, I don't know what to do, but I am open to the solution in this situation. Can you feel the difference between those two energies? And I will tell you, when you adopt that practice of just saying, I don't know what to do, but I am open to the solution to this being resolved, the answers will come to you in the most unexpected ways. You know, because this is a card of wisdom, that inner wisdom that you have, and your inner truth. The answers are within you. You do have the solutions within you. And you're being guided as well. This is a card that's saying, you know, that you are always divinely guided and protected. So, you know, don't get caught up in that fear of the ego that we all have. The ego is just like, oh, I'm on my own, I've got to battle against it all on my own. No, you're being guided by the universe. So stay open to that. Trust in the universe as this process unfolds. This is such a heart-centered card as well. It's very beautiful. You know, I can feel your big, big heart, all the love that you have to give. So really share that love around. This is a card of generosity. It's a card of the exchange of love. You know, so just, you know, let your heart shine out to other people, and, you know, that love that you send out to the world will come back to you multiplied. And it's also, you know, such a gentle energy because it is a card of healing. So like we were talking about just now with the Scorpion energy, you know, that maybe there are some things that need healing for you at this time. You know, you have everything that you need to be able to make that happen, to go through that process, to let that healing take place, to get into alignment with those energies where you can feel, you know, where you can get in touch with that energy of healing and let that really happen for you. But yeah, live from a heart-centered place. This is what this is saying. So yeah, it's very beautiful. So yeah, powerful energies here, really, really powerful. What I'm sensing is that they're strong energies. I'm sensing that they are, yeah, I'm just getting this sense of just really, really strong energies, but very significant for you as well. Let's take a look and see what we've got here for you with the Oracle cards. So we have this beautiful card, the Wilding. This is about your wild, authentic self. So it may be that, you know, that you've just been spending a little bit more, too much time being too rigid. Maybe you've been following your goals. Maybe you've been having a lot of structured time, you know, where you've been like really following your routines, you know, and that's all very well and good. But this is really saying, you know, have some unstructured time where you just allow yourself to unfold and follow your heart in any given moment. What is it that you want to do right now? What is it that you want to do in this moment? You know, do you want to have a cup of tea? Do you want to get outside? Do you want to be with some people? You know, just have a day or an hour or some time where you just literally follow the energy of your heart. What it is, you know, listen to your intuition. What is it that I want to do right now? What is it that's best for me right now? So often we ignore that inner voice, or you know, we're forced to do other things. You know, we want to go out and you know, be in expansive nature, and we're cooped up in the office. So this is like asking you to connect with your true self, listening to your inner voice about your needs, and really being authentic, not listening to other people and what it is that they want you to be or what they want you to do. This is a card of stepping into your power. When you step into your authentic self, you are stepping into your power, you know, and I think maybe you've forgotten what it's like to feel that powerful, but that power is coming for you, okay, over the next 4 to 6 weeks. This is a card of like getting back to nature as well. So I think that you're going to really connect with that power when you get back to nature. Maybe it is that you want to spend a bit of time in the woods. Maybe you want to go and live in the woods, you know, but like really elemental nature, you know, the beach, somewhere, a really wild place where nature has just been allowed to do its own thing. Okay, maybe that you just need to be wild in the sense that you need to let your hair down, party, or just like, this is just a reminder just to have some fun and not just have it all be work. Maybe you need to have a bit of playtime as well. But yeah, this is just about getting back to nature, getting back to authenticity, getting back to the real world, you know, getting out of that constructed human environment. You know, eat some real food that has been grown in the sunshine, breathe some real air that isn't your stagnant office air, walk barefoot on the grass or the sand, you know, and get grounded. It's so beautiful. And, you know, it's really a card of, yeah, you know, just authenticity and being empowered in that way, okay? So maybe that resonates with you in this experience. We have this beautiful card, Independence, with this beautiful butterfly image on it. It says, you know, which is the spirit of transformation for you. It says, independence. The more you learn to feed yourself on the inside and care for your inner child, the more freestanding you become. So this is all about healing your inner child. You know, maybe, you know, this links in with that Scorpion energy where we were talking about the healing that is needed. You know, maybe you're neglecting that more vulnerable part of yourself in your heart space, and you need to show yourself a little bit of compassion at this time. But this is really a card about learning to soothe yourself, being able to rely on yourself, not in a, oh no, no one's going to help me out sort of way, but just being able to know, be centered and grounded in yourself and know that you've got your own back, that you can trust yourself to make the right choice in any given circumstance, you know. And that's very peaceful when you know that you've got your own back, you know that you can trust yourself no matter what comes up. You feel more solid in yourself, you feel more grounded. Okay, so we're talking about looking to the universe within you, you know, because there is a whole universe within you. So look within for the answers, and you'll feel stronger in yourself, you know. And again, that ties into setting those boundaries to become empowered. There's so much here about, you know, stepping into your power. This is all just about being wild and free and powerful and amazing, okay? This is what I'm picking up on from this reading. So if you haven't been feeling that way, if you've been feeling like you're lacking in confidence, lacking in direction, stuck in your problems, you know, there's just so much positivity coming in for you if you open yourself, if you open your energetic frequency up to those energies, because you know, your animal medicine, their spirit wants to bring that to you. And your last card is this beautiful card of renewal. Okay, so this is really, you know, a time of changes. You know, mental, physical and spiritual upgrades are what we're talking about here at this time, which I think is really, really good. You know, you're really sort of up-leveling, upgrading, you know, and this is partly due to your own decisions, that you're stepping into your power, you're making your own decisions to do things a bit differently, to behave a little bit differently, to say no when you mean no. And it's also like fresh energy coming in to your life, to your situation, you know, like we were talking earlier about getting unstuck from your problems. Fresh energy is rushing into your life now to bring positive change, to bring transformation, so that you can feel renewed. You know, again, going back to this wilding card about getting out into nature so that you can feel renewed, so that you can become unstuck from this stagnant energy where things have got, maybe you're stuck in a rut, you know, maybe things have been feeling a bit meh for you, a bit nothing, you know, you're not been really feeling that enthusiasm for life. Okay, so I'm really feeling like you're going to be getting something new that you really need in your life, you know, some sort of spiritual understanding. But it's that feeling, what I'm sensing is it's that feeling that you get with this renewal card of if you've been struggling with something, like say you've had like a really old car and then you're able to get a new car and it just feels amazing, everything about it, you're just like, oh, this is so much more comfortable and the ride is so much smoother. Or, you know, you get a new pair of shoes and you feel really legend in them and you feel all empowered. This is the feeling that we're talking about here, of that kind of that feeling of newness coming in for you, where you just like feel excited and confident again about life. So this energy is going to percolate through to you over the next 4 to 6 weeks as well. So yeah, lots of positivity here for you in your life. So just take it how it resonates. I hope that this reading was beneficial for you today. That's all I have for you in this reading. But do connect with me down in the comments. I love to hear what is going on with you in your lives. Because it's very exciting. Do check out my website. I've got all my beautiful guided meditations and affirmations on there to help you dissolve any blocks that you have towards prosperity and true love. So do check those out. People have been writing to me every single day, just, you know, telling me about the amazing changes that have happened as a result of them, doing that hypnosis, reprogramming their subconscious mind with new positive core beliefs. Okay, but yeah, I am sending you all a big hug. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. You take care now. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, this is the reading for everybody who picked group number 4. So I'm going to take a look at the energies in these cards and you can just see how it resonates with you today. Okay, so I'm going to start, we've got some oracle cards here which I've also picked for this reading, so we'll take a look at those in a moment, but we'll start off with your animal medicine cards and we'll see what we've got for you here. Okay, so we've got 2 today and we've got, let's look, we've got rabbit and octopus. If you can see these beautiful cards from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck here. So yeah, this is really interesting. So this octopus energy really speaks to me. I don't know if some of you in this group, in group number 4, are experiencing some sort of messy relationship situation. This octopus energy often speaks to me of like sort of difficult, messy relationships. So it could be that you're in maybe a situationship, like a romantic thing, you don't really know, it's very undefined. That might resonate with you like that. Or often, you know, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship that we're talking about here. It could be that you are looking at, a family situation, or even the family of your spouse or something like this, that it just is very messy and confusing. With your relationships in your life. It could even be your sort of soul tribe or your friendship groups, that things are feeling a little bit uncomfortable. You know, you're feeling like people are taking advantage of you maybe. I'm sensing that a little bit. That it's not always feeling very good, that people aren't always respecting you, or that you don't feel like you're quite understood, that there's not a lot of clarity and nourishment there from, however it is that it resonates with the people in your life. So this octopus energy really speaks about having better boundaries. The solution to any sort of difficulties in this area is when we relate to other people, is to have stronger boundaries. And just really begin to notice when saying yes to something actually feels uncomfortable and you need to assert a boundary. Okay, I realise that can be quite difficult, but it's definitely a skill that gets easier with practice. And as you set boundaries, then healthy people will respect them and they will respect you more. And the beautiful thing about it is that it brings clarity into your relationship. So you know who the people are who are meant to be in your life, and you know who the people are who definitely aren't meant to be in your life, okay, who are toxic or just unhealthy for you in some way. Okay, this, you know, kind of, this speaks of like you may be having people around you who are energy vampires, or just people like that you spend time with them, and then instead of feeling uplifted and nourished like we were talking about, you just end up feeling drained, like you want to have a lie down in a dark room when you've been with them. You know, maybe they're really negative and they only talk about all the drama in their lives, and they're trying to pull you into the drama. You know, I'm sensing like you're being invited to get involved in other people's stuff. You know, maybe there are some people in your life, and the way that they communicate and the way that they relate to other people is through sort of, you know, getting involved in a family drama or drama with your friends or something like this. But, you know, is it for, you know, is it nourishing? Is it for your highest good? Does it make you feel good? Is it going to help you towards your goals and dreams? Is it going to raise you up? Is it going to help you become your greatest version? Okay, people might invite you into that lower vibrational energy. People may invite you into their dramas. People may invite you to get involved in a drama with them. But you know, there is always that option to exercise your integrity and say no to that. Like we were talking about the boundaries, you can just say no, thank you, that's not for me. So this card is really saying, you know, take your attention off of other people if they are inviting you to get involved in some sort of situational drama that isn't, or some sort of unhealthy relationship, or you know, they want you to rescue them, or they want to take advantage of you. Take your energy off of these people who want to just drag you down and put it back onto yourself where it belongs. This is what this is the medicine in this card, because you are going to feel so much more empowered and so much more positive when you step back into alignment with yourself and stop all this confusing muddiness that's going on for you, okay? I also sense that a project is coming up where you're going to be able to use your logic as well when we see this energy. Okay, so you know, this is you know, opportunities are coming in for you. So I think there's going to be something where you get to use your intellect, maybe your skills, something that you've trained to do, something that you're very knowledgeable about, and that you are going to be really well respected for that. And that's going to sort of that opportunity is going to make itself known to you over the next 4 to 6 weeks. But it's going to be as a result of you taking your power back to you, learning to recognize when you're just getting involved in stuff that isn't that, you know, where you don't really need to, and then your sort of energy's getting drained away. Get that energy, take it back, use it for you, use it to empower you, use it to propel your own life forward into success. All right, we have this beautiful rabbit energy as well. This often speaks of feeling overwhelmed. You know, and there's something about this octopus energy as well, which is reminds me of the 7 of Cups energy in the tarot. That sort of, you know, too many options, not enough action. Maybe you're overwhelmed. Maybe you've got too many responsibilities right now. It's like that rabbit in headlights feeling, just like, oh my gosh, I don't know where to go next. I don't know what to do next with my life. I feel like maybe there's just an element of being afraid of making a mistake. You know, like, oh, maybe I should do this course, or maybe I should retrain, or, you know, maybe I should go with this relationship, and you're not sure. So just remember, there's no such thing as a mistake. There's only lessons in life, and that all our life lessons take us in the right direction eventually, okay? So, you know, life isn't a straight line from A to B. We have to do, you know, it's like a journey from A to Z, and we have to do all the other letters in between. So just remember that, you know, and that's where, you know, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. So if you're feeling a little bit lost right now, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you've got like fear of the future, I do feel like you're going to be able to sort of turn that around as you let go of maybe some of these other connections that are draining you. It's going to give you that clarity to know what can be in your life, and what is beneficial to you and what doesn't need to be in your life anymore. Maybe it's old stuff or old patterns or old relationships or people who you don't need to have in your life. You know, they're no longer serving you. And when you create a little bit of space, it's going to dial down that overwhelm for you so that you can just see where it is that you need to go next. Now remember with this, you know, if you are caught up in your fears, your word is your bond. Okay, your word is your bond. So be impeccable in your word. You know, how it is that you talk about yourself, how it is that you talk to yourself in your own inner monologue. Okay, so as an example, I've got a friend who really wants to lose weight, and she's always just saying, oh, my husband doesn't love me because I'm so fat, and she's always just like, I'm so fat, I'm so fat, I'm so fat, but she wants to be thin. So if she was saying to herself, or slim or fit or toned, I am fit, I am healthy, you know, I have the body of my dreams, then her word is her bond. It would become her reality, because then eventually her mind would become reprogrammed with these new beliefs, and then reality would have no choice but to align with her inner beliefs. So remember that your word is your bond. You know, speak well of yourself and speak your reality into existence by saying positive things for yourself, okay? If you are feeling that overwhelm, you know, and you feel like you've stepped out of your power, just remember you can call that back in by just saying, I know what to do. I know what to do next. I am empowered. I do have the answers. All the answers are revealed to me. Everything I need to know is revealed to me. Okay, this is also like a card of just sensitivity. If you're feeling a little bit sensitive right now, that's absolutely okay to do that. You know, there's a lot in our community about HSPs, highly sensitive people. You know, maybe you can resonate with that, or maybe you're just feeling, you know, with this overwhelm. What I'm really hearing is that you need to remove some distractions. That's the medicine in this card, you know, and the medicine in this octopus card as well, about removing distractions from your life. So, you know, maybe you need a bit more quiet time, maybe you need a little bit of time, you know, peacefulness to reflect. Maybe you need to get rid of some of your old junk to create some physical space in your life. Okay, you know, so we're just looking at that. Just, you know, dialing down those distractions are really going to help you to get that mental space that you need to feel a bit calmer and you know, a bit more in control. All right, so that's the medicine in your animal medicine readings, and we'll just take a look at these beautiful oracle cards and see what we've got. Oh my gosh, so we have this amazing card, health. So this is really saying to you about your physical health. So if you have got any niggling health problems and you're thinking, oh, I should really go and get that checked out, this is a sign from the universe now to go and get that checked out. Okay, just, you know, whatever it is, you're not wasting the doctor's time. This is a sign now, you know, go and get that checked out. Or maybe it's just something you've had in the back of your mind that you've wanted to you know, try out on alternative therapy, or you wanted to get some allergy tests, or you know, just get some blood checks, something like this. Do that now, because that is highlighted for you. All right, I think also it's really indicated that perhaps you might want to start a new health regime, something you want to bring something into your life which is healthier for you, a new healthier habit. And I think, you know, whatever that is, it's going to resonate with you now. Maybe you've been thinking, wow, I should get up half an hour earlier so I can do a HIIT workout, or yes, it would be lovely to do a yoga class on a Saturday morning, or you know, maybe I should be eating an anti-inflammatory diet so that I'm not creating inflammation in my body. Whatever it is that you've been sort of thinking of and putting off, you know, or maybe you know that coffee isn't very good for you and it makes you feel a bit crazy, or you know that sugar or isn't, you know, that you should be eating more whole foods and less sugar. You know, maybe there's something you know that you should be doing. Now is the time, because you are going to feel so empowered as a result of doing that. You're going to be stepping into your power. You're going to see amazing results. Now is the time. Okay, you're going to up level your health by doing this. It's going to have a snowball effect. I feel that niggling health problems are going to sort of resolve as a result of you taking positive action here, and you're going to feel so much better. It's going to give you mental clarity. You're going to feel happier and more buoyant. You're going to get up in the morning and feel really good. You're going to have lots more energy, which you're going to be able to use to work towards your goals and dreams. Okay, so I think that's really beautiful. We have this card, repetition. here, which is very interesting. It's a very beautiful card, and it often speaks about the repetition compulsion, which is something that we experience, you know, as part of the human experience, whereby we do things that we know are bad for us, that we've been talking about in this reading, you know, to do with the health or to do with relationships, but we go and do them anyway. So we know that drinking that coffee is bad, but we keep on doing it. Or we know that that person, you know, drains our energy, but we keep going back to doing them. So this now is about, you know, with this beautiful moon symbol on here, it's about cycles. You're cycling out of that desire to repeat that behavior and cycling into something which is more in alignment with your truth, which is more empowered. Okay, so you're leaving behind that old habit or behavior, and you're cycling into something new now, which is more in right alignment with your truth. You know, and that will resonate with, you know, how the rest of the reading, how this has touched you. Okay. And then lastly, oh my goodness, we have the Alchemist here, this beautiful card. So this is very similar to the Magician card in the tarot deck. So Spirit is really saying to you now that you have all the answers within you. Everything that you need to solve your problems is already within you. Even if you don't believe it, if you don't see it, just be open to it, and then those doors will open for you. Okay? So this is, you know, the Alchemist, it's the alchemy. It's you having all the elements that you need. You've got all the ingredients for the recipe of success here. Okay, everything that you need is already within you. You don't need to go searching far and wide. You do not need to find a guru. You do not need to do anything particularly special. You just need to reflect within yourself, because the answers are within you here, and you have everything that you need. You've got all the ingredients there in your life. You're just not seeing it right now, but I promise you over the next month this will be revealed to you. You know, life is often about looking at things in a new way. Okay, a miracle is really a new thought. So nothing's changed, you just think about things differently, and a result of thinking about things differently, you do things differently, you take radical action, and then your life changes in the 3D world. But you can absolutely do it. This is what this is the message for you in this card. You can absolutely do it. You've got everything that you need. You've got what it takes. You've got the confidence. You can just believe in yourself, okay? Nobody is any better or worse than you. You have everything that you need to go for your goals and get the results that you need. This is a card of right alignment, so I see you coming into right alignment, leaving some of these more fearful energies behind, stepping into your power so that life feels like more of a breeze for you, feels that bit easier in your situation. Okay, so yes, I'm just like you've just got the power here to create magic in your life. Okay, this is going to be like a bit of a magical time for you. You know, sometimes you just think, God, I need a miracle to get over this situation, or to get out of this you know, situation that I'm in, this debt or this confusing relationship, or you know, this horrible toxic situation, or this job, or whatever it is. I'm going to need a miracle. Well, you know, this magic is here for you. Okay, so the magic is returning to your life now to make things easier and to bring joy to you as well. Alright, that's everything that I have for you in this reading today. I hope that it has been beneficial for you. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. Do connect with me down in the comments. I love to hear what is going on with you in your lives at this time. And do check out my website if you feel called to. It's got all my beautiful guided meditations and affirmations to help to reprogram your subconscious mind with new positive beliefs, to help you to raise your vibration and overcome any blocks that you have towards true love and abundance. Okay, so people have been writing to me every day to tell me that you know, about the changes that have happened for them as a result of going through this process of, you know, listening to these meditations and affirmations. But I'm sending you lots and lots of love. You're always in my thoughts. Have an amazing week, and I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care now. Bye bye. Hey everybody, this is the reading for everybody who picked group number 5. So I'm going to take a look at the energies in these cards. So I've got some oracle cards here which I picked as well to clarify. So we'll take a look at those in a moment, but we will start with your animal medicine cards here, okay, today. So let's take a look at them for you. So you've got the card Vulture and you've got the beautiful and amazing Golden Egg. Okay, so this is, oh, I've got goosebumps. What an amazing combination this is. This is absolutely crazy. So, you know, this is really a card, this Golden Egg card here, that you've got about being guided by spirit. This is a very deeply spiritual card, and it really indicates a sort of spiritual awakening. Now, sometimes we don't awaken all in you know, one go or through one process. You know, life is always about our expansion and, you know, expanding our consciousness. But I see you in the next 4 to 6 weeks really getting some sort of spiritual upgrade, some sort of a greater understanding as to what is really happening in the world around us. So, you know, I think we start off by believing that the 3D world is sort of everything that there is to see, and then you sort of understand that the way that we perceive the world is only how we understand it via our 5 senses, and that there is a lot more going on to our human experience than meets the eye. And I definitely think you're going to get a sense of that, some sort of you know, strange feeling, serendipitous moment where you meet somebody out of the blue, or you know, something you know, drops in your lap, which, you know, some sort of book or knowledge or information, or you meet the sort of the teacher. You know, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. This is what I'm hearing very strongly. So, you know, maybe somebody's going to come into your life who's going to help you with your the expansion of your consciousness to take it to the next level. Okay, this is really a card of contemplation as well, you know, looking to the universe within you. So maybe you want to take some time to do some contemplation, to do some journaling, to do some meditation, so that you can get in touch with, you know, this is, you're really being called with this card to sort of reflect, and to, it's an invitation to come home to you. So, you know, if you kind of feel like you've forgotten who you are a little bit, if you've got lost, sometimes we get lost in a relationship, or we get lost due to our responsibilities. You know, we forget who we are. We can look back and just think, God, do you remember that when I was so carefree? Or, you know, you can see an old video of yourself or an old photo of yourself that comes up on Facebook from your Facebook memories, and just be like, wow, I've forgotten what it was like to be that person, to have that much fun, or, you know, to be that authentic, or to be that free. So this is a card of coming home to you. You know, it's a reminder that you're not a human being with a soul. You are a soul having a human experience. This is quite a weighty message for you, guys in group number 5, okay? So I see you just like, it's so beautiful. It's like being able to see the beauty in all things, being able to see the beauty in the mundane and the humdrum and the everyday. You know, there are some magical people out there who are able to see the beauty in the everyday, and I think you're going to be able to get a glimpse into that, you know, to see the deeper meaning of life. You know, nothing less than that in this reading for you today. And just being able to touch the soul of life, you know, finding meaning in things. This is what it's all about. You know, if you've been feeling like life is a bit meaningless, if you've been feeling a little bit down, then I just sense that, you know, through this process, you're going to be able to touch in and reconnect with the meaning of things, you know, the meaning of your personal life, this personal existence in this time and space where you have incarnated onto this planet right now. You are here for a beautiful reason. You know, there is meaning to your life, and I just think you're going to reconnect with that in such a powerful way. But remember to take time to contemplate. This comes from the stillness of connecting with the stillness, which is always available to you. You know, the world is a crazy, crazy place full of busyness. So connect to the stillness and you will get all the answers that you need. But this is just an invitation for you, this beautiful golden egg energy, to come back to you, to come back to your authentic self, as to who you really are. Not who you are, not your things, not your material things, not your past, not your experiences, not your personality, the truth of who you really are. The egg is the center, it's your soul, it's the seed of you. Okay, and that's really important for you right now. Really, really important. Sometimes in life it's important just to take action and to be in the 3D world and to be doing practical things and to take action like that. But now is a time to reconnect with who you are, and the universe is really going to help you to do that, and that is the medicine in this card right now. So very exciting. Yeah, I've definitely got goosebumps here. So this vulture card is, vultures are so misunderstood. They're not very pretty, but they're so powerful. So this is just saying to you that, there's been something in your life which feels a bit crappy, a bit low vibrational, a little bit difficult. Maybe there's been some suffering or some loss. But this is saying that there is really a blessing for you in disguise. And it may be very heavily disguised. I know that the blessings of my life have been very, very heavily disguised in my experiences. But in the fullness of time, you can see that there is a beautiful lesson there that can lead to your spiritual expansion, or to greater understanding, or to understanding the nature of life much better. So whatever it is that you're going through, just know that there is gold to be found in this experience. Okay, so if you feel like your life is a bit of a mess, like you're lacking direction, or that something in your life is a mess. Maybe, one thing's going well. Often, it can be, your relationship's going well, but your career, you're floundering, or vice versa, whatever it is. I just see, you being able to sort of clean up your act a bit, when, whatever it is that feels like it's a mess. I just feel like it's just going to resonate with you very deeply, and you're going to be able to clean up your act. You're going to be like, do you know what? Enough is enough. I'm tired of being in this mire. I'm tired of being in this mess, in this confusion, in this low vibrational energy, and I'm going to clear up my act. I'm going to, do what it takes to get my life in order. Okay, so this could mean like literally physically clearing out your space, letting go of those material things that no longer serve you. It could be ending all friendships. It could be moving on from a job. But whatever it is, there's stuff in your life I'm sensing that doesn't need to be there anymore. It has outstayed its welcome. And the thing about it is that it feels very comfortable because you've been doing it for a long time. But, it has served its purpose. Now it's time to expand and to grow and to move on to something else, so that you don't stagnate. Okay, so I feel like clarity is coming for you. You're going to be knowing what you need to do next. This is going to come in for you in the next sort of month, that beautiful energy of getting clarity about what it is that you need to do next. Sometimes, when we face these challenges in life, it can be very difficult to see the medicine in those bad experiences, or those perceived bad experiences. Okay, but you can experience growth through your suffering. Unfortunately, in this time of our human development, as a whole, this is how we learn, mainly through suffering. So this is just the way it is. So there is a lesson to be learned through your challenges, through your difficulties, through the pain that you experience. The goddess wouldn't make you suffer for no reason. So there is some medicine to be found in whatever difficulty or problem that you have right now at this time. And I just sense, with these powerful energies here, that will come into greater focus for you very soon. All right, that's the energy that's percolating through for you now. And I see you tying up a lot of loose ends as well, like that. If there's been some things, maybe you've got people in the periphery of your life, and they shouldn't really be there anymore. There's still there's some hangers on, or some residual energy from something that's going on. I see you kind of being able to really cut ties with that, cut that out of your life, get that thing sorted out, and create space for the new to come in. Okay, so that's the medicine in your beautiful cards here. Your beautiful animal spirit cards that we've got for you. So let's take a look at the oracle cards and see what clarification we can get for you now. So we have this beautiful card, spaciousness. This is like a breath of fresh air coming into your life. So this is like we were talking about, letting go of what no longer serves you. All right, so take time to reflect on what no longer serves you in your life, because you are making space for new things to come into your life. Okay, the secret to being in the flow of life, of always being able to flow through life with grace and ease, is to keep things moving. Okay, when we hold on to friendships or relationships which have gone stale, when we hold on to our old stuff, the clothes that are no longer fashionable or aren't in alignment with our style anymore, or the stuff from ages and ages ago, we block our good from coming into us. If our life is crammed full of what we don't want, how can the universe bring what we do want to us if there's just no room? So the spaciousness is really saying, clear that out, make space. Sometimes there's a little bit of a void there, which can feel a little bit frightening to us. Maybe that's why we resist making that space, because you're like, well, if there's that space, then there's nothing. But there isn't nothing, it's just a beautiful space for those blessings to rush into your life, to new people, new experiences, new opportunities, new energy to come pouring into your life. But the universe is saying, you've got to make space for these things to come in. At the moment, there's no room. It's all like queued up for you, ready to come into your life, to make things better for you, to bring you the life of your dreams, to bring you the things that you're trying to manifest. But Spirit is really saying, got to make space for it. Something's got to go, something's got to give in order for you to bring that newness into your life. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, we have the card specialization. There's a lot of wisdom in this card. It's very beautiful. This is about deeper knowledge. So, we've been talking about going deeper with this golden egg energy. So I sense you're going to be learning something, or you're going to be learning more. So perhaps you're taking something that you already know to the next level, or you've been considering that. Perhaps you've just wanted to broaden your knowledge. Maybe you want to become more knowledgeable. Maybe you want to study philosophy or learn a new language. But this is going to really benefit you. You're going to meet like-minded people. You're going to deepen your own knowledge. This is going to really enrich your experience. I'm really hearing the words going deeper. Okay, deeper into your own human experience of why you're here. Okay, so maybe it's that you're specializing in something in work. Maybe you've been working quite generally, and you see there's an area in your career where you can really specialize in that's going to really help you to progress through your career, to make yourself indispensable. I see maybe you are looking into becoming an expert about something, taking your knowledge to the next level, becoming an expert that other people can come to draw knowledge from you. Okay, so I see you just learning something more. I also see you like narrowing down your options. So if you've been like, doing a bit of this, a bit of that, a bit of something else, I see you just narrowing down your options and becoming single focused, so that all of your intention is in one thing. And when you've got that single focused intention, that becomes very powerful. You will make really good progress really quickly by doing that. So if you've got a lot floating around in your mind or in your life, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, just come into that energy now. Get focused about what it is that you want. Choose one thing and commit to it, and you will see amazing results, and they're going to come into your life very quickly. Okay, you're going to see those opportunities come in. You're going to see those financial rewards coming in as a result of specializing. Okay, and then lastly, oh my goodness, we have this amazing card, Get Curious, which I think couldn't go. It just echoes this beautiful energy from your golden egg energy as well. So when we get curious about things, instead of judging, this is the opposite of judging your experience, is becoming, and it's a form of enlightenment in a way. Instead of judging your experience and just going, well, this is a bad thing, or this shouldn't be in my life, or this shouldn't have happened, or I don't like this is uncomfortable. Let's reframe it. Spirit's really saying, reframe that energy. Get curious about everything. Get curious about what it is that you really want in your life. Get curious about why that person who is so annoying is in your life. Get curious about why this pattern keeps occurring in your life. Instead of going, why is this happening to me? Just be like, why is this happening to me? Do you see the difference? It's in the intonation, in the it's about asking deeper questions. You know, both these cards are about asking deeper questions, because those questions are going to result in problem solving, creative problem solving, and getting the solutions to your problems. And this is really, you know, together getting curious about things. You know, what is it that you want? Where is it that you want to travel to? What is it that you want to experience? Why did this thing happen? Why does it feel so painful? Asking these deeper questions results in deeper meaning, and it will result in your rapid expansion, okay? A rapid expansion of your consciousness. So I see that happening. You know, when we get that expansive energy, you know, it leads to opportunities, it leads to greater personal understanding, and it leads to us, bring us closer to our goals, you know, and being able to live the life of our dreams. So this is the energy that is represented here for you. So just try that. Try getting curious instead of just saying, oh, you know, because you know, the alternative is to just be stuck, isn't it? It's just to be stuck in, you know, maybe even a victim mentality. But getting curious is the beginning of the solutions for you. Because when you start asking questions, then you start getting answers. You know, when you start asking questions, it's a snowball effect into more questions, going deeper still. Okay? So Spirit is really saying, you know, go into your soul's work, into your soul's journey. Who is it? Who are you? Who is it that dwells within you? Okay, so often we're invited to be distracted by these things that look so shiny and beautiful, the money, the cars, the technology. But these are only surface level things. So Spirit is saying, go deeper, get curious about the world around you in which you inhabit, get curious about the people who are around you, get curious about your experiences, and get curious about yourself, because you will be rewarded through doing that, through those experiences. You are going to be greatly rewarded as a result of asking those questions, and it will result in, you know, getting solutions and life feeling much easier for you. Okay, positivity pouring in to your life, you know, feeling confident, feeling empowered. Okay, I hope that reading has given you some clarity. Remember, just take what resonates. It's just a general reading. Do connect with me down in the comments. I love to hear what is going on with you in your lives at this time. It's been amazing to spend time with you today. You know, do check out my website if you feel called to, if it resonates with you. I've got a beautiful collection of guided meditations and affirmations on there. People have been saying to me every day that they've been writing to me, telling me about the changes that have happened as a result of them. You know, listening to those and going through that changes of reprogramming their subconscious mind. You know, it's very powerful doing that. So yeah, that is wonderful to hear. But I am sending you all a big hug. Have an amazing week, and I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. You take care now. Bye bye.